Have you ever thought about what it would be like if you never learned how to read? Y'all, when I was growing up, I was pretty much the guinea pig. Sight words had just came out and they were, of course, the new way to learn. And so we were pretty much threw phonics in the trash can and became memorization readers. Literally, I did not learn how to read phonetically. I memorized words, and whenever I saw them in a book, I knew what word that was. Sure, I looked like I was a phenomenal and fluent reader, but it wasn't until like middle school. Y'all know when you used to do popcorn reading? I hated popcorn reading. I would spend all my time looking at all the words because I didn't know how to actually sound out the words, because if it wasn't one of my sight words, I was struggling, okay? Struggling. So it was pretty much at this moment that I went from loving how to read to hating how to read. And I promised that when I grew up and I became a mom, I would not let my child deal with the same reading deficits that I dealt with. So I taught my daughter how to read at 3. Hey fun people! Welcome back to Everything Aisha. If you're new here, hi, my name is Aisha. Here on Everything Aisha, I help parents and teachers make teaching as fun, simple, and systematic as possible. I not only show you how to make teaching as fun and simple as possible, but I also do the same with my daughter. I was so proud of the moment when she first learned how to read. Like, actually read a word on her own. She actually read the word. Like, I didn't have to give it to her. She sounded it out and read the word. It is the best feeling ever. In fact, every time she reads a word to this moment, I still get just as excited, y'all. So in this video, I want to share with you how I taught my 3-year-old to read. Now, I must say, before I ever attempted to teach my 3-year-old how to read, there were certain things that I had to have in place first. I had to set up my entire house for reading. In order to promote reading success, I have to give her access to books. Having a print-rich environment is so important in doing this. Now, I'm not gonna go in details about how I did this print-rich environment because I did that in this video. So at the end of this video, I'll go ahead and link that one. Now, in addition to actually setting up a print-rich environment, there were things that I had to do and say to her starting from the moment she was born. Once again, not gonna go in detail in this video. I actually have a free reading ebook. I have 2 versions, a teacher version and a parent version. I have the link down below to that in the description. And in that reading ebook, I literally break down how to set a child up for success in reading. Now, when she would come home from school, I would spend 5 minutes every single day reviewing sounds. I continued to do this month after month after month until I knew that she knew majority of her sounds. Now, once she knew majority of her sounds, I was ready to do the third thing, which is getting her to actually blend letters. I would put letters on my reading board that I knew that she actually mastered the sound. The at family, like cat, hat, bat, fat, you get the point, are one of the first families that I started using, getting her to learn how to read. Now, the key to that is I already knew she knew the sound in order to have this go successful. Now, she didn't know all of the sounds of the letters of the alphabet. In fact, she still doesn't know all the sounds, but she knows about 95% of the sounds. And I will say at about 80% of the sounds, I was ready to go with her reading. So it was that moment. I had the learning board up. I was ready. I rolled up my sleeves. My heart was beating really, really fast. Do do, do do, do do. Rolled up my other sleeve. Do do, do do, do do. Sat her down at the table. Do do, do do. Said, okay, it's time to read this word. I had the letters H-A-T on the board. I was about to see if all my hard work had paid off, y'all. And I started doing it. Okay, this letter made what sound? This letter makes what sound? Ah. This letter makes what sound? All right. At. Do you hear the word? She didn't hear the word. So I kept doing it. At. At. And then I showed her how to blend the letters. She still wasn't getting it, so I had her go ahead and point to the letters. There's something about putting learning in the kids' hands, and it works every time. As soon as I allowed her to be the one to touch the letters, she got it. She was like, at, at. And I was like, faster, 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 say it, say it, say it. Hat. When I tell y'all the eyes got all big, she looked at me and she said, hat, mommy, hat. I cheered. I then replaced the H with a C. She looked at the word and goes, cat. I said, without even sounding out the word, how did you know that was cat? And she goes, I learned that word in school, mommy. Great. Replace the C. Put a B. We tried this again and she got it. And so then I wanted to see if she would get other words outside of the at family. We started doing it with dog, log, and she started getting it. It was at that moment I realized my baby was reading, like actually reading words. I was super excited. Proud mom moment. Now, of course, teaching reading is probably a little bit more complicated than I just made it seem. And you certainly don't want to teach it wrong. In addition to just teaching sounds and letters, I was teaching her actual reading strategies all at the same time and dealing with predictable text. That's why it's important that you watch this video where I walk you through exactly how I taught her to read predictable text by using different reading strategies. So go watch that video.